evening and welcome to our men's volleyball post-game press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Ellen Knipe. Then we'll open it up to questions for coach, along with players Clark Godbold, Skylar Varga, and Lazar Bushkov.
Yeah, it was fun to be back in the Pyramid with a match for our regular season and our record, and see the crowd and the energy in the building again. And after when you end in the spring, you start to miss those. So it's always good to be back home. I thought there was a lot of things that we could be better at, and there was a lot of things that we should be happy with how hard we played and found a way to stay composed and just use different parts of our game. At different times it was our serving, at different times it was our serving subs, at different times it was our blocking, and then there was long stretches that our offense was good, and then different pieces of our offense were good at different times. But obviously it didn't have a consistent flow to it. Part of that, you got to give credit to our opponent. They played hard and dug a lot of balls, and which is awesome. I mean, I really think that's great. So that it forces us into transition and having to block and D for some side out sometimes. And it was good. Got us up and invested into the match, which I really liked. I thought our blocking was really good. I know the number's okay, but if you were to go back how many balls we actually blocked, they covered quite a few balls that are not going to show up on the stat sheet. So I thought that was really good. I thought Simon was pretty dominant at the net blocking. But these guys all had great matches. Sky's been out for a while, since last January, since he played in a match that mattered. So it was awesome to get him out there and see him do some things. Lazar had an okay night. It's his first night hitting 800 as a freshman in this opening night. So good job by him doing his job and stuffing some balls. And I thought Clark had a big night in every aspect of the game. Blocked balls, served for us, passed well, killed his ball at a real high number. I think he hit like 500 on a decent amount of swings. So I thought Mason played hard and did a good job in serve receive, trying to do some of the new things we've been working on in serve receive, and settling in offensively. And Aiden did a nice job distributing the ball and sticking with the game plan of getting some guys going, even if we misfired a couple times early or we didn't kill the ball. I thought we did a good job of having some balance to the offense. So that being said, we get a quick turnaround and we get St. Francis tomorrow night, and we're excited about playing volleyball, and they'll come in and have a little bit different look. So we'll have a little time to talk about that, and then talk about tonight's match, and then prep for it tomorrow.
Coach, you said coming into this weekend that one of the focuses that you were looking on for your team would be serve receive, discipline serve receive, and this was kind of a unique challenge from LIU as they were able to put a good amount of jump float serves over, and they seemed to challenge you guys. How did you think your team responded there?
Yeah, I thought we did great. There was a couple of balls we didn't pass well. There's a couple of funky serves that caused a little bit of trouble here and there, which is going to happen. But with different pieces moving in and out, using different alignments to pass the ball, I thought we weathered the storm. Serve receive is always going to be the barometer, right, for all teams. And this team has a really high ceiling with serve receive. We can pass the ball. Not only the guys that played, we got a couple of guys in the bullpen that are dying to go out there and pass the ball. So I'm really happy with it. It's first time out, first time serving. First time passing, first time taking a swing, first time blocking, first time being tied, first time this, first time whatever. I thought the guys did a really nice job of being just composed through it. And a big part of volleyball, a huge part of volleyball is the passing and side-out offense game. But in reality, the block and defense side, you can really get some separation and you can play hard. It can be about your grit. And I thought there was a lot of that tonight by our guys. So that covered up some things that weren't so comfortable for us, and that's what it should do. Your block and defense should be able to help your offense sometimes, and your offense should be able to carry your block and defense sometimes, and that was awesome.
Clark, first time for the fans to see you back on the left side officially in a match again here in 2024. What is the comfortability status, I guess you could say, for that position for you, not only hitting from the left side at the net, but also hitting from the middle in the back row?
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've been on the left, but we have a lot of depth in our gym and can put guys in a lot of places. So I love hitting the Bic. I think it's my favorite hit for sure. And tonight you saw they were committing on our middles a lot, so Aiden could set. And it was an open net the whole entire time. So the set kind of hit itself. But it's been fun. I'm slowly getting more comfortable passing and everything.
And for Skylar, you were able to get the start on the right side. After missing basically all of last year, what was the process like to get to here this first match of 2024?
Yeah, I honestly thought like I'd be more nervous, but I mean, just being around the guys, you're so comfortable around them, so I was not really nervous at all. Super excited to be on the court, right? No matter what that is. Clark said we have lots of depth, and I think we can have guys play any position. I've never played the right side, but I felt pretty comfortable out there. I got to tweak a couple things here and there. The D ball wasn't firing quite as well as it should have, but it's great to be back out there, I think.
And Lazar, in your first match here inside the Walter Pyramid, how was it coming from as a freshman from Bulgaria to here in Southern California?
So the transition, it was made in the fall, so I felt very confident now. And the atmosphere was great in the mid, and I thought I had a great season opener.
And also, Lazar, you just have so much energy, as I think the fans are able to notice here tonight. Where does that come from for you?
Yeah, I think it helps the team.
Clark and Skylar, how is it having a teammate like Lazar? When he gets a block, he'll sometimes go all the way to the end line and celebrate with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it fires us up. Momentum's huge in volleyball. There's a lot of swings, and with Lazar this year, it's been super fun to just play with him and kind of get that energy flowing throughout us.
Yeah, to add on to that, his energy, I think that one celebration you had back to the end line, I mean, it puts a smile on everybody's face, everybody on the court, off the court, and kind of relax, like you get a little bit more relaxed and play super free, right? So he's a great teammate to have out there.
Clark leading everybody with 12 kills and hitting 500. This was a little bit of what we saw last year as well, efficiency. Is it a challenge for you to be efficient again here on the left side, or is it just business as usual for you?
I think there's ebbs and flows in volleyball, and sometimes you're going to hit 200 and pass really well, and sometimes you're going to hit 500 and maybe not pass the best. And like I said earlier, there's every time I was hitting the bic today, you can go back and look, like there was no one up. So the set hit itself, and it was great passing by Mason and Sotos, and good setting by Aiden, good decision. So one night someone's going to hit 500, someone's going to hit 200, and just flips off. That's just how volleyball goes.
Skylar, I think my broadcast partner Tyler Kulikowski was remarking on how you were able to sort of look like how Clark Godbold would look on the right side, and when the set was not exactly, or maybe a block was in front of you and you weren't able to just pound it down, you were able to shape it in and keep it in on the back line. How much training has gone into that specific type of swing?
Well, we work a lot about range in the gym, right? So it comes a lot from that. Throughout the week, like being put on the right side, I was talking a lot to Clark, like, what should I do? What's your shot here? And like, even just talking to him, like, helps me figure out what to do. And just like conversing with other guys, to get comfortable on the right side really helps, I think. So.
And coach, that halftime kind of mindset once again, as we do it for the first time here in 2024, mindset going into St. Francis tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Halftime, we'll get in the locker room. We'll talk a few things about this match. We'll dice up most of this match on Monday, and it'll be about prepping. We've prepped all week for what we wanted to do. We've prepped all week on some things we thought were important for the opponent, but primarily at this time of the year, it's all about you. And then we'll talk about some of the things that we expect to see tomorrow night, and some of the things in our toolbox that we can flex that are going to be more important maybe tomorrow night than they were tonight, just with the different style of the game. But most importantly for us is to be businesslike and come back and have a great serve and pass in the morning, dial in our video, flush tonight, and be able to go back out in the pyramid and put together another nice match. That's what we try to do.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.